Hi Virgo, welcome to the channel. A few quick disclaimers, these are general, there's no time date on them. And of course, please use your own intuition at the end of the day and your own discernment, even if what I'm saying resonates. So without further ado, let's just get started. Buffalo, that's you guys this week. So I think you guys might be a little shaken, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. If shaken's not the right word, then definitely on edge, and uneasy. There's something right now that you're being presented with that's forcing you to just kind of like your opposite Pisces, go with the flow, which is not the easiest for a Virgo because Virgos love to have everything planned. Virgo wants the A, B, C, and D of the plan, not just the A to D. So I think that this week especially, you're just gonna have to trust the universe, which isn't the easiest for any earth sign, but in particular Virgo, it's like, trust what? But yeah, you just have to trust that things are working out, and even if things aren't super clear right now, that as things start to progress and unfold, that you'll understand why what's happening right now is happening. So let's get a card for who you're dealing with, what you're dealing with. Oh geez, okay, Eagle. Wow, okay. Two actually came out. Oh my god, eagle and elephant, that's so good. So for me, I don't know if you guys know this, probably not, but the eagle card is a very, very, I guess, divine is the best way to put it. Eagle is like one away from ether, and getting elephant on top of that, it seems like I mean, these three cards as well, like buffalo is super, majestic and has a lot of spiritual attachment to it. So I think that this week, it sounds kind of cheesy, but like you really are being gifted a miracle. If not a miracle, then something pretty damn close. Because with ego, you have elephant, and elephant is the remover of obstacles. Sometimes the goddess Ganesha in Hinduism puts things in our way, purposeful obstacles. There's that whole saying where rejection is protection. So sometimes when things don't work out the way we wanted them to, it's actually because there's a way better way that it's going to unfold and work out. We just can't see it yet. And with eagle, it just seems like this week, there's nothing stopping you from sweeping down and getting, I want to hear like your just desserts. That's kind of what it sounds like, where it's like nothing's going to stop you from getting what you deserve, pretty much. So let's see where this is heading, because it seems like it's heading in a really good direction. Okay, octopus. You might have been sensing this for a while. You might have been, the octopus card sort of talks about the subliminal messages that get sent through. Also 8. 8 is a really powerful number. You might want to look that up. You might have a life path 8. But regardless of that, it seems like you really are getting more of a grip on things. You're sort of understanding more and more why things have happened the way they've happened. I'm almost seeing, looking to the past, but also looking to the future. Because as we know, history repeats itself, that's not just a made-up saying. Even in our lives, like, we get presented with the same lessons, but it's just different faces, different scenarios. So I think you're really starting to put the pieces together of your life. I know it sounds a little dramatic, but it's what's coming through. So let's see the subconscious of the situation. Tarantula, okay, wow. So, there's that whole quote where you're one decision away from a miracle, right? And that's kind of how this is feeling. It's feeling like over this next week, you're going to be making a lot of micro decisions, is kind of what I'm hearing. And these micro decisions are going to lead up to something so much greater, The day-to-day stuff, like every single morning, you wake up and you choose, You have a choice to do things, you have the choice not to do things, action versus inaction. And both are valid, but both will get you different places, right? There really is no wrong or right choice. I guess just choices that are better for you and choices that might be worse for you. So I definitely think, you know, it's a little bit of a hot topic. As I said in the beginning, there's this uneasiness that's like, you know, I'm kind of feeling it now where it's like, oh God, like I don't want to do this, but I know I have to, or I'm doing this and it's super uncomfortable. I'm not used to this. It might, you know, just sort of take you out of your comfort zone, which I think for Virgos, it's really important, or anyone with Virgo placements, because Virgos can get very much in their own, you know, hermit phase, where it's like Virgos just love to, you know, be alone and stay like that. And it's because you guys are making money. Like, I'm not dumb. I know Virgos. When a Virgo goes quiet, guaranteed they're making some bank. You know what I mean? So I think that with the tarantula card, these decisions, even though they are going to be, you know, prickly at first and they're going to be super uncomfortable, they are heading towards something greater. And, you know, octo 8, that's infinity, right? And that's a loop that feeds itself, right? There is also this sort of there's a big heaviness to this reading that's sort of confusing me. Okay. Wolf and Scorpion. Right in the center. That's a lot. These two cards especially are quite heavy. It makes sense that these two came out, the heavier energies. You know, Wolf is a very controlling energy. Wolf is like, you need to do things my way. My way, or the highway. And with Scorpion, it talks about forgiveness and sort of, you know, I guess when it's in its lower form, it's sort of out for vengeance, you know, out for revenge. But there's that whole, what's that song with Travis Scott where it's like, if you're looking for revenge, you'll be all out of love in the end, which could not be truer. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not big on revenge, but it never feeds anything positive in my opinion. So Wolf and Scorpion coming in the middle, that explains the heavier energy. You might be working through a lot of emotional, the first word that came to mind was just grief. So it could be past emotions that still haven't been dealt with, you know, and it's sort of, it's kind of impacting the way you're living your day-to-day. But this week seems like the week that you're really sort of getting a hold on it, if that makes sense. You know, you're almost grabbing grabbing your emotions by the neck and being like, we're not doing this anymore. It's a very stern, serious energy, but there is also, you know, with Buffalo being your first card, there's like this lightheartedness to it. There's this, I know that if I keep, you know, pushing, if I keep going, eventually the gates of heaven will like open up for me, which is just super good. But yeah, I really do want to say don't sting. You know, if you're feeling super agitated this week, or, you know, because obviously these changes, as much as you're trying to embrace them, change does come with discomfort. So as much as you might be, I guess, tempted to lash out is sort of what I'm hearing, don't. Just sort of hone in on that. And I mean, you have elephant, right? Elephant and eagle. So I think you will be taking this sort of, these heavier feelings, and you're going to be putting it towards something greater, you know? If you're a musician or an artist, this could be you writing music, right? Writing, you know, stories, or dancing, or something creative, do you know what I'm saying? To sort of channel those feelings that are, you know, a little overwhelming and uncomfortable. Especially because I am getting that you haven't processed a lot of feeling. Not like haven't processed a lot, but there's a certain, I guess I'm sort of seeing like a box. There's a box of feelings that you've sort of put away, which makes sense. We all do that, you know, we live our day-to-day. We don't have time to deal with certain things. So we just sort of, you know, put them to our subconscious and say we'll deal with it later. But now it's coming up and it's asking to be dealt with. So there's nothing to really be scared of. Just make those decisions, make those micro actions, and keep going. Honestly, it seems like with Eagle is one of the final cards in the deck, so I do think this is sort of a completion of a long cycle or a long-standing thing. This could have been, you know, a really big pattern for you where you just continually, you know, repressed, and then I guess with these two cards in the center, you could snap, you could become controlling, obsessive. Yeah, these two cards are just pretty dark. But yeah, I think you're just moving through it. You're changing, you're going through the changes, and you are going to come out on the other side with a deeper understanding of why this has all happened. Because it's not happened to you, it's happened for you, which is a big differentiation of how to see the situation. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.